All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today, I want to give you guys a classic. I don't know about classic, but it's a video on my top 5 tips for Pokemon MMO. Did I top 5? I meant top 3. All right, sorry. Top 3 tips for PokeMMO, kind of for new players, but I don't want to dedicate it strictly for new players. It's more so along the lines of like anybody can kind of like learn from this. If you're like newer, you'll obviously get more out of this than if you're kind of like an OG. If you beat all the story, this probably won't pertain to you as much. If you're a shiny hunter, this probably won't pertain to you as much. But just want to put this video out there for the people who might not know this stuff and the people who may need this stuff. In the background, this is a post commentary, so like this is not live. In the background, you're noticing I'm just catching dittos pretty much for money / for breeding purposes. Sometimes I'll just put this up in the background just so you have something to watch, as you kind of like listen to me. I know some people just play PokeMMO and have people like to listen to in the background. It's kind of what I do with like Patrouski's videos. So hopefully this kind of video, this kind of style can be something you can take away from this as well. But now that all that rambling has been done, let's get into the top 3 tips. All right, number 1. All right, I think one of the most important things anybody can do, especially for a new game, is do research. All right, simplify your efforts, work smart, not hard. All right, I can't tell you how many people, they don't know how to shiny hunt, for instance, so they single encounter over and over and over again. There's ways to obviously expedite that, right? Sweet scent, you can egg breed, stuff like that. There's different ways you could do this. Different natures, different abilities. Learn IVs, learn how to EV breed, or not EV breed, but learn how to EV train. Learn about breeding, learn how to price check, learn different money makers. If you only know one money maker, like paydaying, for instance, you could do a lot better by flipping shinies or by catching dittos or catching Pikachus. Or, learn different things, like do research. There's just so much information out there from other YouTubers, other sources, that there's not really an excuse to be like, oh, I didn't really know that, like unless nobody really knew it, but for the most part, there's tons of things you can do to generate money, to expedite your shiny hunts, to make stronger Pokemon, and there's not really an excuse to run around with less than ideal stuff, unless you're like financially or I guess time constrained. Those are the biggest things. Like I could do video, and I probably will do videos on like what are IVs, what are EVs, how do you breed. I have a whole egg breeding video coming up. I do want to get my shiny Beldum before I make that video, or at least get close to it before I make that video, so be on the lookout for that. But things like price checking, different money makers, how to shiny hunt, move tutors, egg moves, like just happiness. So much information out there, so much detail into this game. Do research, okay? If you want to learn how to complete the Pokédex, how to get your favorite shiny, look it up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, join a Discord, join my Discord, join Patrouski's. There's a PokeMMO server, I think, too. Many PokeMMO Discords out there. People are always down to help you out. People are always down to answer questions. Yeah, I'm hoping that my Discord can eventually one day be something like that. But for the most part, it's pretty new, so there's not many people in there. But anyway, that's my first tip. All right, do research to simplify your efforts. Number 2. All right. Do not underestimate the storyline. So obviously, if you finish the storyline already, this doesn't, pertain to you as much. But don't underestimate the storyline. It's not like the main series games where you can kind of just like skid on by and stuff like that. Like, no, the AI is very good at, if you have, I don't know, a flying type, it won't use Earthquake on you, pretty much. Like they're smart enough to not do that. They give you a challenge. I've actually lost more times than I could admit. I've lost to Gary and Kanto a lot. I've lost to different gym leaders in, I think, Unova. Definitely take the time to level up your guys, your Pokemon. Use specific items. Use leftovers. Use a Toxic Orb on Breloom. Choice Band, for instance. Like if you have the money and if you have the time or resources to grind for it or whatever, definitely take advantage of that. Especially in Elite Four battles. Okay, Elite Four battles are not the easiest thing in the world. They're not the hardest thing because you do get healed after every single leader, like in between each fight. If you didn't know that, now you know. That's also really, really helpful. I don't think that's in the original game, so good thing they've changed that. But yeah, don't underestimate the storyline. There's plenty of people out there who oh, I'm 36, his Pokemon is like level 35, I can take him. Like, probably not, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely taking matchups into account, typing, move sets, trying to anticipate what he might do. You know, it's not the easiest storyline out there. Along with that, be on the lookout for items. Definitely get the item finder. Definitely get the super rot. You know, get things in the story that will eventually help your life in a like long term. Make sure that's like a lot easier, because especially if you're playing this MMO as an MMO as opposed to just like, oh, like I'm just, you know, being nostalgic and running through the story, which is fine. A lot of people do that. But if you're playing it as an MMO, if you're trying to, you know, get a specific long-term goal, like a shiny Beldum, a shiny Charmander, or if you're trying to just become like a billionaire in the game, or if you really want a certain vanity item, even, like, take advantage of like the little things and be careful how you spend your money, be careful where you spend your time. You know, not that you're like wasting time per se, but like there's probably something more efficient somewhere else you could do it. That's usually how I think of things. Like, just always, you know, be on the lookout for that. Anyway, that's my second tip. All right, just don't underestimate the storyline. My third and final tip, unfortunately, I could only think of like 3 general ones. I can do, you know, specific videos later on different specific tips, like gym reruns, encounter counters, moneymaker, what's it called? Money making moves, money making activities, I guess. But yeah, my third overall tip, final tip here, is to ask questions. All right, this is kind of like the do research thing, but like more so talking to people. I got into, you know, patrouski's Discord, and I talked in VC with people, and it's fun, you know. Like, I think just because I'm like a content creator, I'm fairly new, but you know, just because I'm a content creator doesn't mean I have all the answers. Doesn't mean Patrouski has all the answers. There's a lot of people out there who aren't content creators. Maybe they have like, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 hours in this game, and they don't talk to anyone. They have so much knowledge of this game, but they don't talk to anyone. Go into VCs, go into maybe forums, maybe Reddit, I don't know, but you know, specifically Discords. Go into voice chats, especially if you're new, and just, you know, ask if someone wants to join. Ask if someone's just chilling, you know, breeding eggs or just doing gym reruns. You know, most people are pretty much just chilling for the most part, unless you're like on a shiny charm or something. You're probably not really, you know, rushing to do stuff in this game. Take advantage of those people. You know, there's plenty of people who are pretty much pros at this game. They've got shiny Charmander, shiny Squirtle, whatever. They've got millions of dollars. They got vanity items from 2012. You know, like they're stacked. They're loaded, and they know what they're doing. They earned money. They know how to earn money quick. They know how to flip, things like that. Take advantage of different people. Just be social. It's an MMO, right? And it doesn't mean like go into global chat and just say hi and then, you know, never talk again. Like, I personally don't. I'm not like a personal big fan of global chat or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of trolls, there's a lot of like nonsense that goes on in it. But you know, specific Discords, I feel like people take it more seriously because you can actually talk to people. You can actually, you know, at people and stuff like that. You can also learn where swarms are in Discords. So definitely take advantage of being social. Take advantage of being online, having Wi-Fi, because, you know, it's not just about like playing the game, you know, like we did when we were kids. This is an MMO, right? You know what I mean? Like, we can take advantage of more research. There's deeper things in this game. You know, IVs, EVs, like I said. There's breeding. A lot of this stuff is not really in the old school games, and so that's kind of what makes PokeMMO special to me. It's a long-term project that you can always do stuff in. You can't really be bored in this game. At least I can't. You can get bored of it if you play too much, but that's every single game, right? So anyway, man, I pretty much rambled on as much as I could here. That's my top 3 tips here for new-ish PokeMMO players. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I know it's pretty general overall, but again, subscribe to the channel because I will be posting specific guides. Eventually, when I hit around like 100 subscribers, maybe 200 subscribers, I want to start streaming. I also want to do a Kanto walkthrough, eventually a Hoenn walkthrough, all that stuff. I want to get through that just to have that on my channel, because I think that'll be really fun to look back on in like 5-10 years or something and be like, oh, hey, I remember that. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace.